Hello guys, I'm Nitram, and in this video I'm going to show you how to install Fan Xpert free, which means you're going to be installing just that and none of the other Asus products that they try and force down your neck. I'm also going to be showing you how to get your fans working if you've already pre-installed this program and run fan tuning and it's deactivated one or two of your fans, or it's made it impossible for you to be able to adjust the fans. I will be leaving a timestamp up on the screen for you guys that just want to know how to revert back to default so that you can change the voltages and the RPMs manually. But for you guys that just want to install the app and get going, I'll show you how to do that. Just bear in mind that this app is only for Asus motherboards with the UEFI BIOS, and let's get started. So down in the description I've put a link for you to download Fan Xpert free, and it is from the Mediafire website. The link that I'm copying and pasting here is just to show you how to download it. So go to your internet browser. Obviously when you click the link it should take you straight to this website here. As you can see, it will give you the option to download it straight away. Try and save it to the desktop if you can. Once you've downloaded it, extract it to your desktop so you have this file here. As you can see, I already made the extracted file and double checked it and extracted it myself on the desktop just to make sure that it works. As you can see in the folder you have two files and two notepads. Now the notepads are instructions in case you can't be bothered to watch this video again. But yeah, the files are open Fan Xpert where it says install first. Go down to setup.exe and right click and then click run as administrator. It'll ask you yes or no if you want to do this, so click yes, and when you do you should see this screen here. What you want to do is click select all and then click install. Once you've clicked install, it'll take a few minutes to install the program. Once it has completed its installation, it will ask you to reboot the computer, and this is compulsory, you have to do it. Once you've rebooted your computer, if you get the little Asus widget in the bottom right hand corner of your screen, then the Fan Xpert has installed, and you can double check just by seeing whether the AI suite has loaded up, as you can see it here. If it hasn't loaded, you want to go back to the AI suite free, click on the patch folder, and this Asus Fan Control Service may be the error message that you received on your desktop when launching your computer. Basically, this Asus Fan Control Service is what actually allows you to run the Fan Xpert. So you want to right click on that folder, click copy, then go to start, this computer or this PC or my computer if you're on a different Windows, go down to local disk C, then go to program files x86 and look for the Asus folder. Once you're in the Asus folder, this is the main folder where you need to paste the Asus Fan Control Services patch. To do this, you want to make sure you haven't selected none of the files, and you want to right click anywhere in the window and click paste. It will ask for administrative privileges where you will click yes, and after it's pasted that folder, your file should look like this with inside the Asus folder. You now want to close this window, and once you've closed it, you can either run that AI suite manually by going to your start bar and searching for it, or you can restart your computer and it should load up with the little widget in the bottom right hand corner. Now when you get to this screen that you're currently looking at, and you may have to obviously open the AI suite yourself to get here, don't use fan tuning. People that have used fan tuning, if it isn't an Asus built computer, when you try and run the 5-way optimization or the fan tuning itself, it locks you out of being able to manually control one or two of the fans. I don't know why this is. I think it's because of generic and universal fans and the computer not knowing certain voltages or RPMs. So if you want to be able to always manually change the fan speeds, then don't run automatic fan tuning or the 5-way optimization. Now if you do want to run the fan tuning process or the 5-way optimization and you want to see whether it works for your computer, but you also want to be able to revert back to default settings if one or two of the fans do fail after the fan tuning, then this is how you're going to do it. So say you've just run fan tuning or 5-way optimization and one or two of your fans don't work. What you want to do to revert back to defaults is click on start, go to this PC, go down to local disk C and then go to program files x86 and look for the Asus file. You then want to go into the Asus Fan Control Service, double click on the folder, and what you want to look for is a fan control folder, file. It's going to be in one of these two folders here. For me it was in the second folder and it's called fanstore.xml. And what you want to do there is right click on it and then delete, and it'll ask for your privileges to do so and you click yes. What that does is deletes the fan tuning profile that it created and then reverts back to the factory defaults of what it was when you first installed the app. And just for my own ego, I'd like to state that I am the only video on YouTube showing you how to do this, as the app itself doesn't have a default setting and nobody else seems to know how to do it. So I've showed you how to revert back to default settings without having to mess around trying to uninstall and reinstall and so on and so forth. But it is the fanstore.xml file that you want to delete in order to do this. I'd also like to point out that even without the fan tuning, you should be able to use the turbo feature or the full speed feature regardless. So even if you don't want to do any fan tuning and you just want that extra coolness when you're playing a game or when you're doing something process hungry, you can always click turbo or click full speed and they should all work completely fine. If you'd like to make your own profile, just click on each fan's chart and change the temperature and the fan speed to whichever you desire, and once you've done so on each fan you can actually save the profile. As you can see in the the middle of the screen on the right hand side. Now I have changed a few settings while showing you guys how to install and run this app, so I'm going to load my own profile, which is Zalman Best from a Zalman PC case, and I click load, and that's what I find the best setting to be for the lowest temperatures and the best performance out of my computer. And yeah guys, that's pretty much it. Like I say, only use fan tuning if you really want to try it out. I mean, I don't particularly like it. And down in the bottom right hand corner of your screen, you should always have this little widget. If you tap it once, you should be able to turn up full speed just from here without opening the AI suite, or you could just knock it up to turbo depending on how much of a noise you can put up with. And the only thing with the widget is you can't actually access a saved profile that you've created from here, so you click the little cog, go to the maximize screen tab, and then go to load profile and load your profile back up, and there you go. So hopefully I've been a big help. I've certainly been NitRam, so thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the rebound.